Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to For Strategy Gaming. It is time yet again for some more StarCraft 2 commentary. Today it will be a series between Gosu's Pokebuni and EG Machine. We are on the map GSL Daybreak, starting in the upper right-hand spawn location. Our red Zerg player is EG Machine. He's currently ranked number 8 in his Masters division in the North America region, number 1034. With a 56.9% win ratio. He has got 37 games won and 28 games lost. His opponent down over here in the lower left-hand spawn location, we've got Gosu Pokebuni. Currently number 30 Grandmaster in North America with a 57.6% win ratio at 113 wins and 83 losses. So it is going to be a Terran versus Zerg series, Pokebuni versus Machine, starting off here on GSL Daybreak. Early stage of the game, as always, not a lot to talk about. Part of the reason that I'm starting to give player stats is to just kind of fill the time. Please let me know if you guys are continuing to enjoy it, if I should just not do it at all. I skipped a couple of games recently in the past few series that I cast. They were, also really popular players. Although Machine is well known, and I think Gosu Pokebuni should be fairly well known as well. In fact, I just did a series with him. But anyways, yeah, I'll be trying to continue to get player stats for you guys. We're just following this Overlord now as we pass the time. Scouts finally moving out here. We've got an SCV scout moving out for Pokebuni right across into Machine's base at the same time. A drone scout moving across for Machine. Looks like we did get Hatch first here from Machine, so we'll be holding off on that spawning pool until he gets those next 200 minerals. Back over here, no refinery for Pokebuni. It looks like it will be a 1-Rax expand. That is what we are going to expect right now, seeing that lack of refinery. Now here comes an orbital command as well as a marine. Watch it, my friends, watch it. Here it comes. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's a-coming. There it is. Here is the orbital command and the marine coming on through. The drone scout pulling on down to that natural expansion. Now, again, that expansion is going to be coming out. He could build it in his main, but looks like he will be trying to drop that at the natural. Now, the drone scout will be attempting to deny this for as long as possible. And actually a little bit of a face-off there between the two. That first marine is out, so that's going to stop this drone from doing much more damage. And there it is. The command center gets dropped to the natural. Drone gets taken out. How unfortunate. Marine kill. Now, how's that SCV doing? Looks like it's not so hot. We've got some injured drones over here. It looks like they did manage to kill off that SCV. We got a kill anywhere? There it is. Look at that. Drone with 1 kill. What a predator indeed. A drone with 1 kill. So that SCV unfortunately tried a little bit of harass, ended up losing his life as a result. No big deal though. Nice trade-off there. Loss of an SCV and the loss of a drone. I'll take it, I suppose. Machine with still no extractors right now, so he's holding off on that metabolic boost for quite a while. We're going to assume now with this that he's either going to try to take a quick third, or possibly even more likely is the fact that he will just try to drone up very hard, probably going to between, I don't know, sometimes you see between like 40 and 46 supply until you get those extractors. This allows for hefty droning and getting a really strong economy early on. We got a queen at the main and the natural coming on through. Might be seeing a third queen. That would be nice for some creep spread. That's not guaranteed, but actually there it is. Look at that, third queen coming on through. Ling scout moving over here. Checking, yeah, just checking the top of the ramp. We also have a Ling over here at that Zelnaga tower, so Machine does have some good vision right now. He's going to see if any pushes come from this direction. Now, we do have an Overlord moving over here. I guess the only thing that he would miss is if for some convoluted reason Pokebuni decided to go over here and all the way around there and just completely bypass the tower. Not likely to happen, though, so I think Machine is pretty good in the scouting that he has at the moment. Overlord moving to the backside of this natural expansion. Keep in mind, he just needs to go in far enough to spot this mineral patch. Once he sees that some resources have been taken from it, he'll automatically know that there's an expansion down there at the natural. I guess he knows that anyways, so because he scouted it coming on through with his drone, so I guess he doesn't need to confirm what he already knows. In fact, we see his vision, and yeah, there it is. So he knows about that expansion. I don't know why I mentioned it. Back in the main, we do have got a third coming out here for Pokebuni. Should be using that to saturate his main and his natural before he pushes out with it. It also looks like we will be seeing some Hellions with that reactor and that factory finishing. Should be seeing that hot swap with these two buildings lifting off, and there it is. So we will be seeing some Hellions for some early game map control. Tech Lab going down on the racks. It's either going to be for a quick swap back to tanks, or he could be just going for some upgrades there for his Marines early on, getting that stim pack and or combat shield. Machine now spreading the creep, and does he have 4? Yes, he does. He has got 4 queens That is actually, you don't see that very often. 3 is much more, you know, of a likely situation, but Machine deciding to get 4 queens to have 2 of them dedicated to spreading creep. That's going to be their sole purpose in life. Macro hatch coming out over here for Machine. We've got Metabolic Boost now finally researching as he has coming out with those extractors in the main. Get those nice and saturated. Looks like we'll be seeing a couple more extractors over here as well at that natural expansion. Hellions now moving out Lings. Unfortunately, encounter that. Taking a bit of damage, also trying to do as much damage in return. Hellions moving on through, grabbing the tower. They don't get vision though, because look at this sneaky little Zergling hiding behind that smoke screen, denying the vision there to Gosu's Pokebuni. That is a beautiful spot right there. You just tuck away right behind that smoke screen and he won't get vision. You'll still have access to the tower as well, denying that. I don't know why Machine pushed out with that just to lose his Ling, because that was actually really awesome. But oh well, I guess he probably just wanted to scout what was there, know if it's a huge mass of Hellions or just a couple or whatever. So again, nice creep spray going over here. Looks like those Hellions will be mobilizing to that bottom right hand position, likely just trying to push on in and scout this expansion. Metabolic Boost almost finished, 12 Lings coming through. Got a layer research, that is going to be finishing right now as well, so allowing him to go up into that higher tech. There are those Hellions. Moving on just before that hatch gets dropped. Look at that drone moving on down, and the Hellions head on back. So unfortunately for Pokebuni, he does not know about this at all. Machine drops it just after those Hellions leave. What a stroke of luck. Lings pulling forward, full surround. Oh no, a couple of the Hellions managed to sneak on through. He's going to be splitting up those Lings, taking out that lower Hellion. Continue to pull forward again. You try to pull ahead of those Hellions, get us around and stop them from pushing forward at all. Having a hard time with that, but finally able to take them out. So no more Hellions there for Gosu's Pokebuni. The third now gets laying down as that main and natural are saturated. A Ling pulls on down to scout, gets a couple of shots off. Probably going to end up losing his life unless he pulls down in time. But the important thing is that Machine was able to scout that expansion, and that was the sole purpose of that Ling being sent out there. Overseer Scout moving into the main. Will we see a Changeling dropped? I hope so. He's also going to be scouting completely all the way through. Look at that. He's going for a full-on scout. Wants to check everything that he can see. Spotting a few of those production facilities. There's going to be Marine Tank composition. Look at this push coming up over here with the Lings assaulting the third base for Pokebuni. Pokebuni gets fully surrounded by all of Machine's Lings. He loses all those Marines. Going to lose that tank as well. He's got a few forces down over here, but that is it. So very nice engagement from Machine, catching those units out of position. Gets a few kills here. Popping off a SCV, almost grabbing that mule there, forcing the lift off. He's had some Banelings coming up. He had some Banelings working through. We've got those centrifugal hooks coming out for those as well, increasing their speed. But man, oh man, very nice engagement there for Machine. That was pretty significant. I have to be honest, delaying that expansion. We also have a burrowed Zergling over here, which I love to see. This is going to eventually, once Pokebuni tries to expand again, he's going to bring that orbital command over there and try to land it, and then he'll realize, I can't land there. For what reason? Because there's a burrowed unit, and that's going to force him to come on down with his forces. It'll also force him to drop a scan or build a missile turret to detect that. So either way, we'll be forcing Pokebuni to throw away some resources and losing one Ling. This is something you guys should do in your own games. It's well worth losing one Ling to force the creation of a sensor tower or force a scan. And forcing a scan is actually a bigger deal than you may assume, because it wastes 50 energy that could otherwise be used for one of these lovely mules. So a really, really nice tactic. Try to do it as often as possible. We do have some medevacs in play finally here for Pokebuni. No drops occurring as of yet, but we're going to expect those at some point in the future. That missile turret's only halfway to being created. It just decided, I don't want to build a missile turret anymore. I'm just going to leave that there unfinished. We have another hatchery coming out. This will be the 4th base for Machine. Machine continuing to macro up. He's got infestors coming on through. Hive tech as well being researched right now. Now we do have those pathogen gland finished now. That's going to allow those infestors to drop fungal growth the second that they hatch out of their lovely Zerg cocoons. Being able to drop a fungal growth right away is really, really pivotal, especially when it comes to defending expansions. If you're getting assaulted, a drop or whatever, having the ability to drop a fungal growth the second that one of these infestors pop is again, absolutely phenomenal. Machine breaking down these rocks, trying to allow himself easier access to the center of the map in the inevitable case where we're going to see a push from Pokebuni and he wants to try to engage him from multiple angles. Being able to push up from multiple sides is the best thing a Zerg player can do, as you do want to try to get that full surround. And that's what's he's going to be allowed to do now that he breaks down that area. Now we got a drop coming on over here from Pokebuni. He'll be dropping over on the 4th base. That quickly gets taken care of by some Lings. The Marines able to muscle their way through that. We got some Spine Crawlers coming through, but a good large group of Lings also coming down to assist with this. And quickly forcing the liftoff of all of those Marines. Got a couple of burrowed Banelings over here. And a couple of burrowed Banelings over here. Machine with a very, very sneaky group of burrowed Banelings could really do massive amounts of damage whenever we see a push here from Pokebuni. Unfortunately for him, oh no, that is really sad. Fungal Growth landing on that medevac, forcing those Marines to get dropped down. Otherwise, he'll just lose them all inside anyways. And of course, those Marines get taken care of regardless. Might as well drop them though, try to do a little bit extra damage. It's really better than nothing. Masses of Marines here and a few tanks, a couple of medevacs. Still going to keep an eye on those burrowed Banelings. It's pretty exciting. They could really do a ton of damage. Another expansion coming out, number 5 here for Machine. He continues to macro up. Look at this quick Adrenal Glands. 15 minutes in the game. He's going to make some crazy, crazy cracklings. They're so effective with those Adrenal Glands, plus that metabolic boost. Gotta love it. Stemmed up Marines pushing forward. We still got these burrowed Lings. Burrowed Banelings. Oh man, the Marines are just out of the range. That is really sad. Speedlings trying to come up from the backside. Nothing doing though. Too many Marines. Banelings pop. Get a few Marines there. Very nice. I think that was worth it. I think he got about 8 Marines or something like that there. That's a pretty solid indeed. Another drop occurring over here. Pokebuni moving straight into the main with this one. Those units actually retreating right now. Pokebuni deciding not to move across the center of the map quite yet. Here comes his drop. Spine Crawler starts poking and prodding. Queen comes down, drops a Transfuse. Marines take out that spine. We got Lings and such moving up here. There we go. At the same time, center of the map, here's a big force moving across for Pokebuni. So many Marines and a few tanks. That drop looks like to have been taken care of. There are a few Marines actually still being dropped over here. Ling's going to pull down to deal with that. Can he have enough? Yes, he does. Enough to mop that up. Here comes that big push coming out here. Scan dropping down, checking for some burrowed Lings. Marines will be pushing forward here for Pokebuni. And what he's going to do is he's trying to bait Machine back into this tank line in that huge group of Marines. So he's just going up with a small force. Nice fungal growth there, though, from Pokebuni. Gotta love it. Just a medevac over here as all those Marines have been taken care of. Take a quick look at the vision, see if there's any other drops. No, there are no other drops going on at the moment. Nice fungal growth, grabbing a group of those Marines. Another fungal over here. Marines continue to push forward, trying to do some damage. Very nice though, Banelings rolling forward. Ultra on the ramp gets demolished by that tank line. Tank line so deep, so strong. Just be very careful. He's continuing to assault though, pushing forward, dropping some infested Terrans, and here come the Ultras now. And we're going straight for that tank line. A few Marines left. We get some units pulling up the backside. That's going to be a few more Zerglings as well, forcing the lift off. The tanks are gone. Let's take a look here at the resources lost. I want to see where they both came out of this. About even in terms of resources lost. Workers killed. They've actually both killed the same number of workers too, so not too many drones got lost there in that engagement. Luckily for Machine, he obviously ended up losing a lot of units, but not losing that hatchery was the key. It was absolutely crucial, and really the biggest thing that he was trying to defend, because that's exactly what Pokebuni was going for. He was attempting to drop that expansion, so very nice defense there from Machine. Another expansion coming out here for Pokebuni. This will be a base number 4 for him. So he's moving on to base number 4. We have got Machine on 5 bases, maybe going for a 6. No, I thought that was a drone right there on the minimap, but it is just a Zergling. Overseer Scout pushing on forward. Another drop coming out here for Pokebuni. He's going to continue to try to do this. Is he going to have any drops moving in the other direction? No, nothing yet. So we got just this one coming on through. Big force moving across the map here for Machine. Got a little bit of a tank line to be concerned about, though. Going to grab that tower, deny some of that vision from the tank, allowing those Ultras to sneak up a little closer. Huge fungal growth on all those Marines. Drop here in the back of the resource line. That's probably going to do a bit of damage, but he just demolished those Marines. Ultras continue to tear through, too. Be careful about fighting on that choke point, though. Tank going to start shelling out on those Ultras, down to only a few left, but they're so beefy. They last so long. This drop doing significant damage. Killed 11 workers so far this game. Might grab this expansion too. Drops a fungal. Lings are going to mop up the rest of that. Ultra still over here, still doing some damage. We get an Ultra over here too. Unfortunately, that gets dropped to the Planetary Fortress. These Ultras have to deal with a wall off, and their health is a bit too low. He should just retreat. But he's going to stick in here and try to drop this factory. Marines pulling forward. Let's take care of the rest of that. Pokebuni repairing that planetary. That is in a dangerous position, so he wants to make sure that that's got as much HP as possible. As we saw, that drop did get taken care of. Didn't kill too many workers. He was at 5 kills and now up to 11, so only got 6 more kills there from that drop. Really probably wasn't worth it, to be frank. I guess he also dropped to this extractor, but again, doubt it was really worth it at all. We'll be seeing some patrolling links to try to prevent any future expansions from, any future drops from being that effective. One Marine pulls on down. He's not sure yet, but he's assuming there might be a burrowed unit, so he wants to pull down with that Marine to take care of it if it's the case. And as we can see, there is a burrowed Ling, so there's the scan. Ling gets taken care of, and the expansion can get dropped. That, of course, now is a dead giveaway to Machine. Hey, what was that? I lost a Ling over here. Oh, there's an expansion. Okay, so now he knows there's an Expo going down. Look at this. Nidus in the back of the main. I missed it building, but, oh, man, it just got in there, doing a little bit of damage. Not too much, though. Nidus gets dropped. Really nice, though. I didn't even know they had Nidus Network in play, so the Overseer really helping him kind of spread himself out and trying to hit Pokebuni from multiple angles. He's now going for this expansion. Huge fun growth on all those SCVs. That is really, really scary. He lost so many SCVs. Ton of Marines got taken out as well. Ultra continuing to push on in, do some splash damage. Very, very nice engagement. We got Lings over here taking out that expansion as well. The expansion is still up, but that was a massive hit. 33 workers killed now so far this game for Machine. Incredible hit there. Hopefully we see some more Nidus action. He has got to this Overlord prepared to do that if necessary. We still have these Burrow Banelings over in this position, and that could definitely come into play at some point. I'm really excited for that, actually. Really excited. I love to see Burrow Banelings just demolish Marines. Now, I'm not being biased. I'm just saying that that particular event is exciting to me. Marines and Ghost moving down, forcing a cancel of this expansion as Machine was attempting to move into his 6th base. We got a 6th being dropped over here. Here come those Marines and Ghost. Why Ghost, you say? Because Snipe is amazing against Ultralisk. Also EMP against those Infestors, or just Snipe against Infestors. Either of those things will work. So many Ghosts in play, and they're going to start their sniping action. Listen to that. He is just going to tear through some of this. We got a nice fungal growth, though. That's going to assist. We're going to want to mass up with some Lings and try to land some fungal growths if at all possible. That's his best way of dealing with this. Oh, look at this Bioforce tearing through everything. We've got Brewlords in play. Now, the Snipe's good against that, too, but without any energy, those Ghosts can't snipe, so force him to keep using that, and there you go. Finally able to mop that up. He loses his expansion, but he's going to take care of the rest of these Marines here with those Brewlords, so he should be all set. More and more Brewlords coming on through as well. We have a medevac over here. That's the same medevac from before, though, so nothing new and exciting going on. I wish he'd bring that back home. Do something with it. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? This expansion is still up. Expansion over here will get delayed again as another Burrowed Zergling gets redropped. Gotta love it. Machine has really been up on that. Just consistently burrowing these Zerglings after he takes out this expansion is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. A couple Lings over here trying to engage some of those SCVs. Marine Force takes care of them. Scan takes care of the Burrowed Ling. Pokebuni finally able to land his expansion. Machine's got this Expo over here, albeit in a very, very vulnerable position. Redropping the 4th base down here. Still got a center expansion nice and safe. A little bit concerned about the safety of that, though. Broodlord push is coming. We got Lings too, prepared to support. Vikings, what he needs to deal with those Broodlords plus the Snipes, and that's what he's got. Finally pushing forward. This is a scary spot to engage, though. Gonna full surround on all his Marines. He's gonna take care of that. The Vikings plus those Ghosts continue to assail those Broodlords, but he may drop this expansion. Yeah, he takes care of the ground forces. Vikings still going to town. He's got no response to that. This expansion is a goner. Should be, at least. Mass Repair going down on that planetary, but he's got enough Broodlord fire to overwhelm that. Fungal growth plus a couple of infested Terrans to try to deal with those Vikings. The Broodlords, though, will continue to get hit. The Viking can, of course, stay out of the range of those infested Terrans. Not enough energy for another fungal, so we'll be losing probably almost all of those. Trying to hit this expansion with a small force, maybe just even a scouting force. Won't be able to engage that planetary with... Why is he still streaming units over here? It's not going to do any damage. Just keeps losing Lings up there in the upper left-hand position, and more of them getting lost, and he's just going to keep throwing away units. Looks like he's got his hatcheries actually rallied over there, which is a mistake. He needs to fix that soon. The push has been moved back. Machine no longer on the offensive. This Pokebuni was finally able to hold that off. Finally pulling back as well with those Corruptors. No. Doesn't lose it. Corruptors are so hardy. 200 HP. Pretty beefy creatures. Small little force getting ready to move on over into this expansion machine. Hopefully is going to be prepared for that. We've got tanks guarding the low ground. This will allow those Marines to actually move on up to the high ground, do some damage, and pull back to the safety of that tank fire. Great positioning there from Pokebuni. Gonna take another look here at the player's visions. Want to see any more drops going on. Nope, still got that guy chilling out over there. Nothing really going on here for Machine. Machine's getting hit with these Marines. They're gonna snipe this before he's got any chance to respond. Upgraded Marines, 3-3 in fact, just lay waste to those expansions. We've got full upgrades over here as well though for Machine, so he can definitely respond to this. Only 2 tanks on the low ground, one of them actually really injured, but Machine doesn't even want to bother taking another 2 or 3 volleys of siege fire before he was able to actually get down to those tanks. So decides instead to just pull back. He's going to take this for a loss and pretty much say whatever, no big deal. Still waiting on these Banelings. I don't want to miss that. I think it's going to happen though. I doubt I'm going to actually see the moment that those things pop. I'll try to. I will try. I'll try my hardest. Please, Marines, just go back here for some odd reason. All right, so let's pay a little bit more attention to the game now. Both players are fully upgraded pretty much right now. Air upgrades actually not coming into play for Machine. Why not upgrade those Broodlords? Well, the Broodlings themselves actually get the same upgrades for the ground units. They get the ground unit upgrades. So even if you don't upgrade the air damage and armor, the Broodlings, which do a majority of the damage, still get full upgrades from those ground melee attack and Carpus. So heavy Marine force moving down. We still have a few more Ghosts as well, spreading out to try to stop those Fungals from being that effective. Got a few Fungals about to get laid down though. Blanket Fungal on all those Marines, and they are so injured right now. These Broodlord's gonna try to make quick work of them. Another Fungal would have been amazing, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough. That allows those Marines enough time to be able to pull on forward and take out those Broodlords. How sad. One more Fungal would have demolished the rest of those Marines, forcing a cancel again. Pokebuni continuing up this aggression here. And, you know, for a while, I really thought Machine had the game, but I really feel like it's about even right now. We'll take a look at the resources lost, and actually you can see Machine is slightly behind right now. I guess it's more than slightly, but once we get in this stage of the game, I'll call that slight. Machine is behind right now, and he is having trouble getting any additional expansions. You may initially think that's not a big deal, right? Because they're on the same number of bases. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases here for Pokebuni, and 5 bases for Machine. The problem is, keep in mind that a Zerg player wants to have 1 base above their opponent, so this is actually not an ideal situation for Machine. He would really like to have another base, but it's hard. These centralized positions, very difficult to protect, very difficult to protect. And that's basically been his issue. Now we got a force moving down, and this should be enough to take this out very quickly. He's gonna drop this expansion very, very quickly. We've got Infested Terrans getting dropped down. Banelings and that Ultra. That expansion gets dropped. Dropped it like it was hot. Yes, he did. But there's going to be a counter response over here as Pokebuni moves on over to the central base for Machine. 1 Fungal gets laid down. That is not enough, though. He needs a couple more to be able to take care of the rest of these forces. This bio continuing to tear through here. Machine will, at the same time, be moving to the center base of Pokebuni, so he's going to go for a trade, and actually, he retreats. Pokebuni decides to retreat there. I don't know what forced him to do that. I really don't. And forced to lift off as Machine, all of a sudden, very, very nice. Saves his expansion to the center of the map and forces a lift off over here. That was actually pretty significant and very impressive there from Machine. I still don't know why. I still don't know why Pokebuni didn't take out this expansion though. I really don't. So I don't know if it's so much impressive by Machine as it was like, what are you doing, Pokebuni? You see the force move on up and force a cancel over here. We got a Fungal growth on those Marines. Again, still not enough. Those combat shields. It's so frustrating. You're gonna have to land another Fungal, but can't do it. Just got not enough energy. So forced a cancel over there. Oh man, oh man. Still too early to tell. I still can't see who's really got the advantage so far this game. We're gonna actually see some remote mining going on as Machine realizes he's about mined out over there. Now let's actually take a look at that really quickly. In terms of mining, 1 mining base here for Pokebuni, and that's it. We got this mining base over here, and we still have mining going on over in this position. Big push from Pokebuni though. This is actually looking really scary. We got some forces over here and a lot of infestors, so we should see a few Fungal growths. Tank position here on the high ground. A little counterattack from Lings, and because this isn't a planetary, this can actually do a bit of damage. We get an orbital attempting to land over in that spot as well. Nice Fungal growth there on a lot of the Ghosts. I think you got a couple Marines in there as well. Medevacs, there are so many of them, able to heal them up pretty easily. Really seeing this nice spread here from Pokebuni, trying to stop those fungals from being all that effective. And Machine is in really significant danger right now of losing this expansion. Looks like he isn't ready to engage it, and he's just going to take the loss. It's really unfortunate. Those tanks on the high ground making things very difficult. The spread for Pokebuni also making things very difficult, as Machine really didn't want to engage and waste fungals on small groups. Finally deciding to push forward after that hatchery drops. Ultra is moving forward. Snipe's going down, though. Oh, man, and there's still going to be units left here for Pokebuni. Machine wasn't able to fully take care of that. That tank line, so difficult to walk up on, walking right up onto that ramp into tank fire. Very, very difficult to not take significant losses when you do that. Pokebuni does have this expansion up and running. It would be very easy right now for Machine to throw a few units at that and do a lot of damage. You can see, though, he's really starting to feel the pinch of those low resources. We'll take a look at the income tab. They're about even. Both players are really starved for resources. Even, it's hilarious, kind of a reversal of what you see in a lot of games where you see excess minerals and not a lot of Vespian. It's actually the opposite right now. Both players are sitting on pretty significant Vespian, but really suffering for those minerals. Again, Lings over here could have done a lot of damage, but Pokebuni, realizing that this is his kind of last bastion of hope, this is all that majority of his resources are coming from. He's almost mined out of this position. Wants to make sure that he's got units in position to defend that. Staggering some tanks here, so if any Lings push on up over here, he can take care of them with some pretty awesome splash damage. He could still get hit from up here, though, so he should be careful. Fanning out, though, at all angles. He's going to see any push when and if it comes. Lings were prepared to mobilize, walking past that Marine. Decide to hold back, though. We got a couple of spines over here. Still no hatchery. He's actually going to be attempting to come out with that expansion over here. Really has to send some forces over there to defend that, though, because otherwise he is just going to lose that again to a small group of bio. Two burrowed Lings, two burrowed Banelings over here, two burrowed Banelings over here. One Marine spots that expansion, so here we go. Pokebuni will be mobilizing as expected towards that one Ling. Will try to do some damage. SCVs surrounding that, taking care of it. We have two burrowed Banelings over there. They might as well just pop on those tanks. Better than nothing. He's going to be forced to cancel this expansion. Might be just waiting for those Marines. Dropping infested Terrans. Very nice. I love it, huh? Still have those two burrowed Banelings. Infested Terrans actually taking care of those tanks quite significantly. Overload gets taken out that Ling. Again, we saw that surround from those SCVs. That was enough to take care of them. Infested Terrans, say see you later tank. Forcing them back right now. A little bit of bio pushing forward, but it's just a small group. Again, Pokebuni is not moving up with the entirety of his force. Wants to make sure that he's spread out. Ooh, those Lings could have done some damage there. Can't lose this expansion. This is really important right now for Machine to defend. There's a lot of bio here. He's just got a few Banelings and some Speedlings. Still got these. Pop them. Yeah. Oh, man. Right on the Marines. Right on all those Marines. However, there's still enough force to take out this expansion. Tank is still going to town on that hatchery. And again, Machine really can't afford to lose this. He needs some sort of defense, but it's not looking good. Very grim prognosis right now. That's too bad. Loses the hatchery. Can't defend it. At the same time, pushes out, tries to take out this orbital command. He's actually going straight for those SCVs right now, at the very least, forcing that liftoff. Forced a liftoff over here as well. So it's another one of those situations where, although he lost a hatchery, he also stopped mining from Pokebuni. Pokebuni, oh no, he can't repair. He does not have a lot of resources. You need resources to repair, and he really has got to get some repair on that. We got a Burrow Ling. We'll stop this expansion from getting dropped right now. What is going on? We've still got these forces. I'm a little bit concerned right now because Machine doesn't appear to have a lot of units. He's got 50 Lings. Okay, 50 Lings, 5 Banelings, 7 Infestors. That's really going to be a key. If he can keep those Infestors alive, I'll let them accumulate some energy. That's really, really going to help him here. Scan gets dropped, takes care of that Zergling, then drops down the rest of his forces. He is able to repair this, and look at those resources. He's mining, and he's at 0 resources. Again, that is because this does cost resources, and he needs to get that out of the red, because otherwise it'll just burn itself all the way down. Machine not even trying to drop another expansion right now. Might just be saving up his resources just to build units. He might be thinking at this point, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Obviously an expansion would help. We got a Reaper in play. What? Burrowed Banelings pop on some more units as well. Infestors pushing forward again. He needs to keep these Infestors alive. Nice EMP. Ends up losing one Infestor to some target fire, but a nice EMP takes out that energy. However, Machine, as we saw there, able to mop that up. He needs to hit this expansion. That's going to be pretty critical for him right now. One Marine, like those small group of Zergling assaults that we saw, trying to harass the workers. Ling's gonna be able to take care of that, and then they should be pushing on up to that spot to attack that orbital. Without these planetaries, these expansions are very, very vulnerable to small groups of Zerglings hitting them. So Machine should actually be able to take care of that. Starting to look really good for Machine. He started the game off strong. Pokebuni was able to come back fairly well, but it's looking very, very good right now for Machine as this overwhelming swarm is going to be able to clearly take care of the small amount of units that Pokebuni has at the moment. He's going to be rallying up with those Marines, forcing the lift off another burrow. And although Pokebuni saw that, Machine doesn't care because he's like, you know what, I'll force a scan. Waste your 50 energy, that's fine with me. Machine will be trying to get up that expansion. He does finally have enough to be able to defend these bases. Banelings about to come through, spreading out those Marines preemptively to deal with those Banelings when they come out. Here come the Lings, full surround from the backside. Just needs 1 or 2 Banelings. Ah, there we go, just forces a lift off. Lifting off, pulling back. Gonna be forcing another scan over here as that Burrowed Lang is preventing anything from getting dropped down. Those Corruptors probably should do some damage to that. That'd be great, huh? There's the scan, 50 energy gone. That is 1 less Mule. Finally able to drop that orbital though. Machine needs to do everything he can to defend that spot. He needs to defend this expansion. It's gonna be absolutely crucial for him to do that. He's got orbitals over here. Why is he not landing in this position? I think right now Pokebuni is assuming he's not going to be able to defend that. So the best thing that he can do is just use this orbital to try to get some extra mules out over here in this position. He's got a very small army right now. Taking a look, 20 Marines and 2 medevacs, and he's got more Marines coming out, but that's it. There are no more siege tanks left. And this might be the game right here as he's about to mop up all these Marines. This is pretty much the entire force. And Pokebuni says, good game, well played. Good game indeed. My gosh. And Intense game number 1 ends up going to Machine. We saw constant back and forth between these two players. Excellent, excellent game. Really fun to commentate as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the commentary, please subscribe. Thanks again, guys. Keep watching and keep owning.